Hey guys, it's YOU WACK, and originally what today's video was going to be was talking about Reinhardt and just saying if he needed somewhat of a buff, because I feel like in Season 5, I don't want to say he's the worst tank of all time, because that kind of goes to someone else in the tank category, but I feel like he can use somewhat of a buff because he's not really seen as much playtime as compared to what he was back in Season 3 because the dive comp is so prevalent. But then, all of a sudden, I saw some PTR patch notes for some heroes, especially for my main man Reinhardt. So I was like, awesome, what kind of buff did he get? Because there's no way he got a nerf. Well, he did get a buff, and he got an increased speed of 10%. Okay, you know what? A buff is a buff. That's like accepting $1 and wanting to be greedy and say, no, I wanted $10. No, you gotta get what you gotta get, alright? So it's alright, that's somewhat a buff. Maybe you can work it out a little bit, but then okay, so today's video mainly is going to talk about the heroes that did not need any buffing, specifically with Zarya. So if you guys didn't know what happened, Zarya's ultimate got a buff. Out of all of the ultimates in Overwatch, this probably would have been the last ultimate I would have expected to get a buff. I would have imagined May's ultimate getting a buff, and she doesn't even need one. But if you guys don't know what happened, pretty much Zarya's ultimate now disables any movement abilities. When I first saw this, I thought it was just abilities in general, so I thought, oh my god, my Mei ice block isn't gonna work. That's not the case. Literally, it's any type of movement ability. So just for example, if you're a Genji stuck in a Junkrat trap, because in the patch note it did say try to treat it like a Junkrat trap, if you get stuck in it, you're not going to be able to dash away. And I'm just thinking, okay, so why did they buff Zarya's ultimate? That was just the first initial thought, and then I just realized this is just gonna make her ultimate the number one, even the top tier S tier ultimate. Because originally I always thought that her ultimate was one of the best in the game, but now it's definitely, I don't want to say OP, I don't want to make assumptions because obviously I haven't played with Zarya's ultimate, but man, you don't know what this is going to cause for so many heroes. Let me just run down a list of heroes that aren't going to be able to use their cheeky little runaway tactics when they're stuck in a Zarya ultimate. Diva can't fly away, Genji can't dash out of there, Lucio can't speed boost out of there even though he wasn't originally able to do that, McCree's not going to be able to combat roll even though he wasn't able to get out of there originally, Mercy is not going to be able to use her Guardian Angel and fly away to a hero, Pharah is not going to be able to use her rocket jump ability out there, Reaper, this is I don't think he's going to be able to use his like shadow step or whatever, he's not going to be able to go into wraith form either, Reinhardt can't charge out of there, Soldier can't run away, Sombra, I don't think she's going to be able to use her translocator because I'm trying to think of it in like a Junkrat trap kind of scenario, Tracer's not going to be able to blink away, Widowmaker's not going to be able to use her grappling hook, Winston is not going to be able to jump out of there either, and I think that's about it. I'm still kind of stuck on the Zenyatta ultimate, but again, that's not like an ability, that's an ultimate ability. Now, I might have missed some things, like maybe Lucio will still be able to speed boost out of there or whatnot, but really, the things I wanted to highlight the most, which I emphasize in this, is Genji dash, Tracer blink, Mercy's Guardian Angel, and Winston's jump. The reason for that is because the dive comp is so prevalent, and those are 4 out of the 6 heroes that you usually see in a dive comp. Okay, maybe Tracer and Genji can kind of coexist or whatever, maybe they can be swapped out for a different hero, but definitely Winston and definitely Mercy. Mercy is just one of the best heroes in the game because you can just build up your ultimate so quick. And the thing is, a smart Zarya player, I don't even play Zarya all that much, but my mentality when I have my ultimate is like, okay, I'm gonna use my ultimate on that Mercy so that she can't fly away and that she can't res whenever we get like 3, 4, or 5 people. And since again Mercy is so heavily used and competitive, this is just gonna be a total game changer just for that simple fact of the ultimate usage from Zarya. And I know I'm making this whole video kind of make it seem like it's a bad thing that Zarya got this ultimate buff, but I want to stress that this is a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing about this ultimate buff is that, well, this is a big counter to the dive comp, because if you just aim simply for the Mercy and even the Winston, because, well, more than likely the Mercy is going to be with the Winston, you just took out 2 heroes easily right there. The Mercy probably has res, now you don't have to worry about getting a team wipe and having Mercy just fly in because she was able to fly out of the graviton. And the reason why this is a bad thing is because now Zarya is probably one of the best heroes in the game just for the sole purpose of her ultimate. And I just want to, I'm just questioning, why did she, out of all heroes, get this buff and there's other heroes that needs the buff, specifically with Reinhardt, Roadhog, especially with Roadhog. But again, I know the reason why. It's probably because to counter this dive comp meta where where people are kind of tired of it, but really team-oriented, team-coordinated teams, rather, really benefit from this because, well, it takes so much teamwork. I think I just said the word team 4 times in that single sentence. But I also do want to get you guys' thoughts because, again, I don't want my opinions to just spread onto you and just like, oh, sway your thoughts on this buff. It's like, oh, this is totally a bad thing. No, I try to show you guys both sides of the situation, how it's a good thing and a bad thing. I showed you the main benefits of the buff, specifically with the ability-oriented heroes, especially with Mercy with her Guardian Angel not being like active when the Graviton Surge is going off. That's going to be a big thing, but also the bad thing, well, now Zarya has this big buff and even is a better hero now, whereas there's heroes like Roadhog and Reinhardt that definitely need some loving. I do want to get your guys' thoughts on this because everyone's going to have their different opinions, but again, no one was asking for a Zarya ultimate. I just want to let you guys, I just want to end the video off with like that. That was probably the last ultimate you expected next to Mercy's ultimate to get a buff. So, I don't know, we'll just have to see when this patch does go live. I'm pretty sure it's going to go live maybe when the Summer Games does drop or something like that. I don't know, we'll just have to see. So, love you guys, thank you guys for watching more Overwatch videos to come, and bye.